What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. If you didn't know, it is August 24th, 2024. Not so much about the year, but the month and the day, 8/24, which means that it is Mamba Day. Happy Mamba Day. Kobe Bryant. War number 8, war number 24, and that's where August 24th comes from. Also, the day before today, which would be August 23rd, is also Kobe Bryant's birthday. Coincidentally, God rest his soul, and if Kobe was still alive today, he would have just turned 46 years old. So in celebration of Kobe Bryant's birthday and Mamba Day, of course, we're going to do some Kobe Bryant content. Have a video here by Peel Tricks Productions. I've done content from this channel before, reacted from content from the channel before. Kobe Bryant stories that prove he's the best trash talker. Kobe Bryant was definitely a trash talker. Not all the time, but I would say most of the time. He liked mentally effing his competition up at the same time, because a lot of people weren't built like that. He was already an alpha, right? Kobe Bryant was already a vicious predator in the jungle, looking to stalk and dissect the prey, rip them to pieces. Kobe was looking to rip your heart out. That's scary enough, but for him, he liked to get into the psyche as well. I know a lot of Kobe Bryant trash talk stories. I'm not going to get into them all, but he's done a lot of different things. And to him, it's fun. It's all fun. And it's not going to take him out of the game, but I've seen it plenty of times take his opponents out the game. Kobe Bryant's all about competition. He thrives off competition. At his core, he wants things to be competitive at all times, in all facets, in so many different ways. On the basketball court, make that very clear. On the basketball court, super competitive. Super. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time, for those of you that are new here. I do not think he's a GOAT. I have Kobe Bryant number 2 all time, behind Michael Jordan. I loved watching Kobe Bryant play basketball. I started watching basketball before Kobe came in, really. A little bit before Kobe came in. But it was Kobe Bryant who really made my love for basketball grow exponentially from where it was previously. Mike was amazing, but for me, watching Kobe come in as a rookie and mature, go through his obstacles, win, lose, win again, ups and downs, roller coaster of a career. It was him that really solidified my love for basketball. See, a lot of people would have me confused. They think I just love Kobe, and once Kobe retired, I wouldn't watch the NBA anymore. I was like, you don't know me if that's what you think. People thought that I was just some super biased Kobe guy. Kobe could do no wrong. I was never that guy. I criticized him all the time. I took the good with the bad, and it was a pleasure watching that guy play. But like I said, I've never been that guy. So it was Kobe, my love for Kobe. And I like basketball before Kobe. I don't know if I say I love it, but I liked it and I watched it. But it was Kobe that made me love it. Love it. One guy made me dive into the entire sport and love the sport. I was watching him play. I don't know how invested I would have ultimately been in the NBA, in the game of basketball, if it wasn't for Bean. I really don't. I could sit here and lie and say, oh no, I still would have loved it as much as I love it now. This, that. I can't. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, this was a guy that I would record the Laker games. Even if I fall asleep, hit the record button, go to sleep, watch the game. I would record every Laker game I could. Rewatch it, study film, study Kobe Bryant's game, study his mid-range, study his ball handling, study his footwork, go outside in the backyard and practice the moves that I watch him do on TV. From the crossover, the left pivot, the right pivot, the up and up, everything, man. Everything. I gotta thank him. I gotta thank Kobe for my crossover, because I studied a handful of his crossovers and incorporated those into my game. And the crossover where I really started killing people, it was in a 2002. It was a 2002 All-Star game, right? And he's dribbling up the court, right? Fancy, and then he had the Kobe 2s on, the white and yellow Kobe 2s in the All-Star game. That was where he won his first All-Star MVP in Philadelphia. But anyway, Jason Kidd was guarding him. Back when they actually guarded people in All-Star games, Jason Kidd was guarding him. Kobe Bryant came down, hit this fool with a cool crossover, shook Jason Kidd out of his shoes, shook him. Boom. Came over, drove. I think he dished it to Tim Duncan with like a scoop no look, something like that. Actually, I'm going to find that video footage and play it for you.
Walker, who averages 23 a game for the Boston Celtics, one of the surprises here at the All-Star break. Second in the East behind the Nets. What a play as Kobe sets it up for Duncan.
That crossover was nasty. Once I incorporated that crossover, I was killing people in the gym at school. Killing people. Like, bro, that crossover is nice. That crossover is nice. Finish with the left hand. Beautiful. I got other crossovers, but I'm telling you, man, I patterned my game after this guy. And I'm happy I did, because a lot of people weren't equipped to guard me properly when I went to the post. See, I'm only 5'7", play point guard or shooting guard, so people wasn't expecting me to like put my back to the basket, bang somebody down, hit them with this, and hit them with the pump fakes, the up and unders, the ball fakes. People weren't expecting me to do that. They didn't know how to guard it. So I was eating people alive on the block, in the post. I'm telling you, they wasn't prepared for it. Boy, I get them on the pump fakes all the time, have them jumping. Touch off the glass, bank, whatever. I gotta thank Kobe for introducing me to such a well-rounded offensive game. I really, really do. I really do. I'm telling you, man. Everybody knows, man. Kobe was my guy, man. He was my guy. I just loved his game. It was poetic. It was majestic. It was art. But he could get nasty at the same time, and get rugged at the same time, get physical at the same time. He could just kill you in so many different ways, execute in so many different ways. And you never know what you're going to get from Kobe. That's the crazy thing about it. You just never knew what you was going to get from this guy. And that's scary. A guy that had 100 counter moves for every counter move you may have. There was no stopping him. No stopping him. Worked relentlessly. Worked hard. He was athletic, but he wasn't the most athletic. He was fast, but he wasn't the fastest. He was strong, but he wasn't the strongest. But to be able to do what he did and accomplish all the things he did in his career, a lot of that was just hard work. Hard work, repetition, training in the gym, on a basketball court, perfecting his craft, honing his skills, sharpening that blade. That was Kobe. He wasn't gifted with the LeBron James athleticism and body and all that stuff. Man, Kobe Bryant, you see how many injuries this guy played through? It's actually incredible he accomplished as much as he did through all the injuries he played through. And people don't really talk about that. The fact that this guy went on to win championships with mangled fingers, broken fingers, dislocated fingers, lacerated, whatever, on his shooting hand. Like, crazy stuff. People don't talk about that. It's incredible stuff. Anyway, I could go on forever about the Black Mamba. But let's get into this video about his trash talking. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Let's get into it.
When I'm in that cage, bro, don't touch me, don't talk to me.
People don't know Kobe talk a lot of trash, bro.
Yeah. He was savage at this.
Sometimes he would say things and we kind of look at him crazy, and he meant exactly what he said.
Take your ass out there and shoot some jump shots with your broke ass jump shot,
Fourth quarter starts, and Kobe said, "You had a great game."
They called a timeout. He walked past and said, you know y'all left me too much time, right?
Yeah, after that, I'm like, everything that I've heard about Kobe Bryant is all true.
People think those stories are like not real. Like those stories are real.
Playing against Kobe, man. Kobe used to talk trash, but it's hard to kind of go back and forth with him, not only because he shoot a lot, but he making the motherfuckers. And you don't get that many attempts.
No, not even close.
So I finally got a post up on him. You know what I mean? I got the ball on the post. I'm backing him down. You know, I'm looking at him like, little and I'm finna, you know, that's how I'm looking at him. Hit him with the shoulder. I turn around and shoot it. He just hit my whole arm. The referee's right there. Don't call nothing. Wow, whole arm off, right? The referee, I'm on the baseline. The referee right there. So I turn and look at the referee. Kobe takes off with the ball. I'm like, what the You take the ball, haul up court, right? So you know me, I'm always arguing with the ref. So I'm talking to the referee, arguing with him. As I'm talking to the ref, Kobe is saying something to me, like, you better pay attention, like, you know what I'm saying? All that. Because I start saying something to Kobe, too, about hacking ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a full argument with the ref, but I'm guarding you at the same time. And so you start telling me, you better pay attention, man. You better pay attention. So as I'm talking to the referee, Kobe shoots like 10 feet from the three-point line. You shoot the from the logo, net, and gives me a little smirk, like look at me, and then the referee look at me like, then the referee give me the same little look like, I'm like, so look, this one made it worse. Kobe just run down the court just talking to me like I'm a kid, and next thing you know, Pop just subbed me out the game, so I'm on the sideline looking like I was just a bump, you know what I mean? Then Pop subbed me right out. Of course he did. Like, oh, he go up at 69, I can't get my get back.
Hey, man, I just try to with y'all as much as possible. So I just try to do what I could to take you guys out of the game. You know, even if it meant like your replacement. The person that was coming in for you guys did a better job guarding me. Then I'd be comfortable with that.
The person was Bruce Bowen, didn't mean it somebody else. He's just knocking us all off.
Yeah, then you wait, and then you roast them. And then you guys over there like, what the am I doing over here?
Our was a little bit of back and forth talking that situation in Orlando with the ball fake, but it was more the grabbing, the elbowing. I caught a tip dunk that he tried to block the white shot, and he left me open, and I went and tip junked, and I was coming off the rim, and fucker tried to elbow me on my nuts. So it just came to a point, like you said, where he fouled you right in front of the refs, and the refs act like they motherfucking Ray Charles at the time. Like, you know, you fucking saw that.
Exactly.
Right?
Everything.
I caught a dunk tip, he elbowed me. I'm just like, what the and I'm the one getting fouled. I'm the one getting teased. So it just, he tries to mentally you too, because physically, you know, there's not much you could do. But he tries to get that mental battle too, whether it's talking elbowing you, pump faking you 18 times, and then you jump and he barely slides against you and the ref calls a foul. So it came to a point in Orlando where I might have to fight this dude. You know what I mean? Like basketball, everything. He was doing all this dirty shit, and I would get caught retaliating. So I got a couple fouls. I got 1 T. But it's bullshit, like you said, because you got to do everything you can to stop him, knowing goddamn well. I know in our situation, he took like 30 shots that game. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, with me, there was going to be hard fouls. There was going to be no easy layups. If you shot fake me too many times, I'm just going to foul you. I'm just going to foul you hard. You know what I mean? And that's what I explain to people. Like, great offense is always going to be great defense. You just want to make them work for everything. So if you scored 30 points, I wanted you to take 30 shots.
So my whole career, I always wore Kobe's. And I remember it was a time I played against Vince Carter earlier in my career. And he was like, man, you wear those when you play versus Kobe? That was my first time really like thinking about it. Like, so it dawned on me. So when we played Kobe again, I said, man, I ain't wearing no Kobe. Fucking, I ain't wearing them next time I play Kobe. Just, you know what I mean? He ain't about to have no mental edge on me. So I remember wearing some Jordan 10s.
The wrong fucking thing I should have did.
We walked out on the court. He looked at me, looked at my shoes, said, that's what the you doing? The you got on your feet? I said, he just shook his head at me. End up killing us. Right? The game was close. We kept it close. They get the rebound, call the timeout. They called a timeout. He walked past and said, you know y'all left me too much time, right? Came out, hit the game winner. Walking off the court, he said, yeah, don't wear them ever again. I've never put on a pair of Jordans again.
People don't know Kobe talk a lot of trash, bro.
Yeah.
It might not be curse words, might be nothing like that, but it's just what he gonna do to you. And he'll tell you before he do it.
And he'll still do it.
He'll still do it.
I never told the story. We was in Charlotte and we was in the huddle and he was like, the game was tied. It was only like 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Rudy T is like drawing up all type of shit on the board and he swiped it off again. Whoever our coach was at the time, he was drawing up the play. Kobe just like wiped the board real quick. He was like, hey, that, just give me the ball right here. And he was like, whoever want to take the ball out gonna be part of history. Who the want to be part of history? Lamar was like, I want to be part of history. Like, he's like, all right, you take the ball out. I'm gonna get open right here. Throw it to me. Everybody run like out the tunnel. Game. I get the ball. Threw that shit in, man. Kobe hit the shot. Blouses. Game. It was just like,
and literally looked right at me, winked his eye like, I told you, like, game. And everybody just like ran, grabbed him, went through the tunnel, and literally the rest was history.
true story, dog. Like real time. Nobody knew where to go on the court. Just like, hey, he's gonna catch it somewhere right here. Just get the out the way. And that's what happened. OG was different, man. He was different. But that was him. Like, that was just who he was.
J.J. Redick and Cole and Team USA. Like, we was locked in. And we were preparing to go play against the Ginobilis and the Rudy Fernandezes around the world. You know what I mean? Like, just J.J. Redick type of style player. And I remember Cole couldn't stand J.J. Redick. So he coming to practice. I hope somebody vouch for me on this story. I swear to God. And if everybody who's on that, they know. You know, people know. Yeah. They might have their own, but people know.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is Cole took it personal against J.J. Redick in practice because he got tired of Coach K kept talking about J.J. Redick, right? Cole took it very, very personal to the point where he was running through screens in practice. He was denying J.J. the ball. He was fouling the shit out of J.J. I'm like, damn, why you treating a young boy like that? That motherfucker. What's the problem?
That's exactly how he was.
What's the problem? Coach K keep talking about this motherfucker.
I can't stand J.J. Redick. Now he's a coach of the Lakers. Oh, boy.
Fucking like he come up here to do something this motherfucker. Like I'm the, you know, I'm always the light of the room, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, look at this man. This bugged out. Why you chasing JJ like that? He running him down out here. No, he was running him down. I'm like, damn.
My welcome to the league, well, it was training camp. That was one.
Okay.
I'd probably say the first time Kobe cussed me out. We in the locker room talking, and somebody had told me something about what Kobe had said in the media, and I was like, bro, Kobe say this or whatever? Me and Nick, somebody else, we talking, and then Kobe come in, right? So Nick, bro, he like, hey, Kobe, Juice said that, And Kobe was like, what? Like, so we having this whole conversation. I don't even remember what he said, bro, in the convo. I just remember he ended it with, take your ass out there and shoot some jump shots with your broke-ass jump shot, motherfucker. And I was hurt. Yeah, I was like, this is my idol, I'm hurt. And sure enough, that's what I went out there and did.
Okay. If anybody know Cole, Cole respects you if you a dog and you gonna go at him.
You go back at him.
And that's when Cole started to respect me, when he realized, like, I'm not backing down. And it's not that attention, it's just who I am. I mean, me and Cole, we got into a little tussle in the All-Star game a little bit, and I ended up hitting him the wrong way and he broke his nose.
That was the first time I've ever seen that.
But I'm gonna tell you the thing. So after All-Star break, we got the Lakers about like 3 games after the break.
Yes, he got the mask on.
He got the mask on. So but you know what? I called him, you know, not maliciously, didn't maliciously do it. I called him and I said, yo, Cole. He was like, bro, I love it. I'm like, you what? He's like, I love it. I seen it a couple of days. I'm like, oh, this, oh, snap. And when he gave it to me too, boy.
Competitively, Cole was he was different. You know, sometimes he would say things and we kind of look at him crazy, and he meant.
So when Kobe had got the mask, he was called the Masked Mamba. It was a dope nickname, Masked Mamba. He was playing really good with the mask on. If I remember correctly, his shooting improved and everything. He was killing people with the mask.
exactly what he said.
Sometimes he'll say some wild shit, yo. Like, we be sitting on the
With a straight face.
table and it'll be like, I ain't asking him nothing. He'll come out of nowhere and you'll be like,
with a straight,
what?
With a straight face. We was in Denver. We was getting our ass kicked. And Will Barton was going crazy. I think Will probably had like 25 at halftime.
Will Barton going off. He was on a run. He was playing really well. He was going off. Then
Coach Scott came in and he said we were making adjustments to Will and we were changing our coverage. And Coach said,
that I got him.
And everybody kind of looked at him. Byron was gonna keep talking and Coach said, no, like, don't worry about him. I'll take care of it. Like, he won't even exist in the second half. And that man said, I'm gonna guard Will Barton in the second half. He's not even gonna exist. But Will had 25 at halftime. So we look around like, all right, go ahead, OG.
Because, you know, they was trying to fight to get in the playoffs. So I remember he yelled at West, and then next thing I know, he was guarding. Oh, it was like, man, it's on. That's how I was. I had just played well. I just hit my first shot.
So you feel
I'm going up against, you know, who I think the greatest player all the time.
And we're thinking to ourselves, like, this dude is cooking. Like, nobody's gonna stop him at this point. You know, he already has 25 at half. His confidence is sky high.
And he just started guarding me at the free throw line. I got the ball at the three-point line. He always at the free throw line. And I told him, I've been good my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been the man my whole life. I never had nobody guard me like that.
Yeah.
So it messed me up psychologically. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what to do. Somebody, I don't know if I should pass. I don't know if I should shoot. I'm like, should I try to drive? I'm like, why is he giving me so much space? I'm just holding the ball. And, man, it got to my head.
Then again.
2 points after that.
And he guarded him.
He guarded him.
Then shut him down. Hey, fucking scored the whole second half. And Will, nice. Then scored the whole second half.
Kobe went out and guarded him that second half, and Will Barton had 2 points the second half. And when he put his mind to something, he meant it. He was gonna get it done one way or another.
He got to my head. I'm hitting the crowd, shoot. Yeah. And now, I'm so nervous about shooting the ball. I'm so messed up. I really don't want to shoot it. Now I shoot it. That thing ain't going in.
Did Kobe say anything to you guys during that second half when he was locking up?
No, he was locked in. It was like, it's Kobe Bryant, so it's not like a I told you so thing. You know, I think one of Kobe's biggest competitors was himself. You know, I don't really think that he looked at other guys when he's inside of the lines, when he's playing and thinking that I'm in competition with this guy. I always felt like, you know, no matter what, he felt like he had a chance to win the basketball game or accomplish whatever he put his mind to inside the line. So
I guarded Kobe in the Garden. I can't remember how much he had, but I knew I had multiple steals against him, to where in the game, in my head, all I'm thinking of is when I have this conversation with my brother after the game, how I'm gonna tell him how I stole a ball from Kobe, how I stripped Kobe before he was gonna take a shot, how I drove by Kobe and got a dunk. Like, I'm thinking about all these things in my head. I'm like, so geek. Fourth quarter starts, and Kobe said, you had a great game. But I'm looking like, bro,
there's still another quarter.
I swear I looked at the clock like, it's 12 minutes, what you talking about? Like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't said nothing the whole game. I've been talking shit. I done stole the ball. I'm hyped as hell. It's Kobe Bryant. He ain't said not one word to me. The man come down. You remember he came, shot fake, threw it off the glass, caught it, threw it to the corner. I'm like, bro, what you on? Like, bro, you been regular all game.
He started hitting me, 2 dribble, pass it, get it back. But everything he did was sharp.
Shot, get to the spot, shot fake, spin, pivot over here, spin back on the foot, drop it off the glass. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Then he pulled up from like 35 feet on some Steph Curry. Before Steph was doing that, he pulled up and laced it. I'm like, they called a timeout. Dan Tony looking at me. I'm like, bro, I ain't.
Like that chop move where I'm thinking this dribble, and chop, and now I'm trying to get you to pick your dribble up. Kobe always had a live dribble, and then he started realizing that I was counting his dribbles. So, yeah.
Nah, bro, I guarded the first 2 moves. He ain't supposed to have a third counter like that. I thought that was a travel. His feet shouldn't even be able to move. Like, that was great footwork, Coach.
I just can't do it.
Coach, bravo. He can't even sit me down for this. Like, this was great defense, and I'm thinking in my head, damn, that whole, like, good game I thought I was having is just gone. I've never seen nothing like that.
I knew for sure Rick Fox, my teammates, they all thought I was absolutely crazy the day me and Shaq got in a fist fight.
I think I can remember the first time we had our first fight, and you looked and said, okay, this
crazy.
I did say that.
Yeah, I did. You did.
Crazy.
You did. Anyway, we were playing a pickup game. We was doing a lockout season. Southwest College playing a pickup game. We're on opposite teams.
Right.
And trash talking.
Yes.
And you kept saying, "Yeah, take that little." I'm like, I'm looking around. Oh, me.
Yes.
Right? And I said, "Oh, hold on. Ain't gonna be too many more of those little,
Yeah, I remember that.
And what you said? Well, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? And then that's the next thing I knew. I saw a big hand coming this way, and I remember going this way, and I remember throwing some lollipop. Golden Polynese came and caught, and then they all just kind of broke us apart, broke us up. That day was a big turning point for him because it was like, he's generally used to talking trash and saying what he wants and nobody really stepping up and challenging him on that. And when he saw me challenge him on that, he was like, this kid's crazy. All right, I can win with that. And then from that moment on, I knew we spoke the same language. It doesn't matter if we had disagreements, this and the other, our drive to win, like we have to win. There's no other option.
I kind of perpetuated it out of the locker room because one thing I understood was marketing. So, yeah, I don't like him, he don't like me, and everybody talked about us. Kind of went too far to where people kind of believed it, but if you believed it, if we believed it, you think we win 3 out of 4? If it was real, you think that when we won our first championship, 30,000 people in the arena, one guy runs and jumps in my arm? So all it was a respectful big brother, little brother relationship.
After that day, they were like, okay, Kobe, you're certifiable. Joe,
That's hilarious.
I must have been a crazy. It was this man. It was yeah, I missed me by inches.
Did we get along all the times on the court? No, but we know in sports that's how it is in the locker room.
Well, I'm obsessive, and I believe we need to work night and day, figure out how to get to where we need to go. He wanted to do it a different way. And so there was constant challenge there to get that done. But I wasn't going back down from him. And neither was he. He felt I should play a certain way, give the ball into him. I said, I'll give the ball into you if you work. You don't work, you don't get the ball. He said, throw me the ball. No, work. My first year we were playing, and he kept posting up. But they kept fouling him, so he kept going to the free throw line and kept missing them. And so he'd throw the ball out to me. I'm not throwing that shit back in there, right? So I kept shooting him, right? So we get in the timeout, and he's like, hey, I'm open. I'm like, okay. And so we go out, same thing, hey, I'm open. Okay. There you go. Come back in, hey, dude, you gotta throw me the ball. I said, man, get it off the rebound if I miss, bro. 18 years old, man, 18 years old. And I must have been out of my damn mind.
The guys were complaining. Said, Shaq, Kobe's not passing the ball. I said, I'll talk to him. I said, Kobe, there's no I in team. And Kobe said, I know, but there's an in me in that
I remember
so
that.
I went back and told Rick and Big Shot Bob, I said, just get the rebound. He's not passing.
We were in Vegas, and Coach drew up a play for him at the top of the key to go ISO one-on-one. As they're leaving the huddle, he's telling everybody, I'm about to dunk on this fool. I'm about to dunk on this fool.
Basically a one-on-one situation. Everybody was watching us too, and we didn't know what he was gonna do. And when he finished the play, which was dunking the ball through the basket.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant, slam dunk.
I don't think our reaction was because of the dunk. Our reaction was because he said he was about to do that dunk. And that's why we was just like, oh my God, we cannot believe he just said what he was gonna do and he did it. And it was spectacular at the same time.
I was on Ben Wallace.
Trying to dunk it and the ball going in the stands. He really finished the play, and that let everybody know that here's a guy who's gonna be special in this league for a long time to come.
It was one of the craziest things because, you guys say stuff all the time, but to hear from a rookie who never really played NBA games said, I'm about to dunk on this fool. That was one of the special moments of Kobe, and you knew he was gonna take off from there. You just knew it.
So I've heard all those trash talk stories before. He has a lot more, and there's a lot more that haven't been spoken on that I've seen real time in games. I mean, the guy had a really long career, so you can imagine all of the stories. And it's crazy because it wasn't until Kobe Bryant passed away, because really a lot of people didn't really, even after he retired, a lot of people didn't really speak on him or speak on their experiences with Kobe, even personal experiences off the court. But when he passed away, all these stories started coming out from all these different people about this with Kobe, that with Kobe. I hung out with Kobe here, listened to this incredible story. And I was like, man, was anybody ever planning on telling anybody this? Because Kobe, Kobe is more like Jordan. Kind of off the grid to some degree. Like, he's not like a LeBron James in the spotlight on social media, making sure people talk about him all the time. That's not Kobe. He's closer to Michael Jordan, and he just does his own thing. He doesn't give two shits about what's going on the outside world, what people are saying about him, what people are thinking on to some degree, right? So Kobe really wasn't going to come out and say these things unless probably specifically asked in an interview that he might do periodically. So now everybody starts coming out with all these Kobe stories, ones that I haven't even heard before. And I'm like, man, it took this man passing away for people to release this stuff. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, one of the stories I had reacted to, I don't know, a year or two ago. Man, have I been doing this 2 years now? Wow. The one where Kobe, who was he hanging out with? It was Steve Stout. Steve Stout was telling the story. And they were hanging out, I don't know, Kobe was like 18 at a time, and there's some New York City gangster. And Kobe starts making fun of his outfit, and, the guy basically pulls up on site outside, pulls a gun on him, and Kobe said, I ain't backing down, I ain't going nowhere, because Steve Stout was like, hey man, he's a kid, he told Kobe like to go back inside or something, and Kobe's like, I ain't going nowhere, I'm here for this. Things like that. I was like, I hadn't heard that before until Steve Stout talked about it. I was like, were you just going to keep that one close forever? Like, imagine if, Steve Stout passed away before Kobe. I don't think Kobe ever tells that story to anybody. It never gets heard of. It never sees the light. So, if you're listening, people that have had personal up-close experiences with Kobe, if you have more stories that, hasn't been released to the public, please get on your platform. Please share, because I want to hear more. Because he always has some crazy stuff. And once he was dialed in on something, even off the court, when he dedicated himself to something, he became a master at it. He tried to perfect it. He taught himself how to play piano. He taught himself how to play, some symphony, I don't know. Just off listening to it. And then figuring out the keys. And then he presented the song to his wife. Was it Beethoven or Mozart or something? It's crazy the type of things this guy could do, but that was Kobe, man. Put him in a box, give him a task, he's dialed in, he's gonna nail it. I mean, there's a reason why the guy was already taking off tremendously in the second chapter of his life with storytelling and animation. Won an Oscar. Come on. Dear Basketball. If you haven't watched it, go check it out on YouTube. It's a beautiful short. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. With all of Kobe Bryant's confidence and his ego, he had no problem reaching out to people for help and for advice. And to incorporate that, build that, add that as a piece to his armor. He would do that all the time. He had so much respect for the other greats at their craft. Even the small little things, like reaching out to Chris Paul or Dwayne Wade and ask them how they curl so tight around those screens and those picks and then disappear once they come around a corner. Things like that. A lot of people that have that kind of confidence and ego, they won't do that. Why would I ask him for advice? He ain't as good as me. That wasn't Kobe, man. He respected the greats, past and current, and would pick them for bits of information. And he also was a guiding figure and a tutor and a teacher to the generation coming up after him, especially those that sought his advice and his leadership. Kobe gets a bad rap for a lot of things, to be honest, but as long as I'm here, I'll be here to spit the truth and let everybody else know what the hell he was really about and what was going on, because he was often misunderstood, and people really didn't understand what he cared about, what his values were, who he was at his core. Even some coaches right? Mike Brown didn't. And I think Kobe lost some respect for Mike Brown when Kobe had a chance to get to win the scoring title. I don't remember which season it was. Well, it had to be after Phil Jackson left. So 2011, 2012 season, and or 2010, 2011, or 2011, 2012. And he had a chance to get a scoring record against Kevin Durant. So Kobe just had to go out in the game and score however many points, and then the scoring title was his. And then Mike Brown, not understanding all Kobe wants to do is win, as they're gearing up for playoff season, he's like, Kobe, you want to play this game and try to get the scoring title? Kobe said, what? Why? Give a damn about that. I need to get prepared for the playoffs. I don't need to play this game. Our seed is solidified. Let's get some rest and get ready for the playoffs. I give a damn about this scoring title. See? But people that don't really understand Kobe be like, oh, he's a scorer. Oh, he likes to score. Oh, he's a shot chucker. Of course he's going to try to take this. Kobe didn't give a damn about that. He didn't give a damn about that. Especially at that point of his career. Maybe to some degree in his youth. But at this point in his career, no, he was only cared about winning championships. More than anything. He's always cared about winning championships. But it was even more so at this point in his career. That's all I got to say about it, folks. I appreciate each and every one of you for stepping in. Kobe Bryant, happy birthday. And happy Mamba Day. Rest in power, brother. Rest in peace. 824. Mamba forever. God bless y'all. Check out our Kobe Bryant playlist. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. And I catch you on the next one. Kobe!